The rich don't just survive during economic downturns, they thrive. While most people panic, wealthy individuals are prepared. In fact, research shows that 88% of the world's richest people have specific plans in place for economic downturns. That's right, while many of us are scrambling to make ends meet, the wealthy are building their wealth. But how do they do it? Is there a secret formula? The truth is, it's not magic, it's strategy. Wealthy people don't wait for the storm to hit, they see it coming and prepare long before the first signs of trouble. They don't just sit on their money. They use smart tactics to protect their wealth and even grow it when others are pulling back. In this video, we'll uncover the exact steps the rich take to stay ahead. From mastering their mindset to using leverage to expand during tough times, you'll discover the game plan that keeps the rich in control, even when the economy isn't. So stick around, because these strategies might just change the way you think about money, and how you handle the next financial storm. Chapter 1. Mindset Mastery. The millionaire's approach to economic shifts. Wealthy people have a unique way of thinking when it comes to economic downturns. It's not about fearing the worst but being prepared for it. Successful people are those who can see the opportunities hidden in every setback, says author Tim Ferriss. Instead of worrying, the wealthy focus on what they can control, their mindset. In fact, studies show that 80% of success comes from mindset, with only 20% coming from skills and strategies. They know that if they can manage their reactions to external events, they can ride out even the toughest financial storms. Wealthy individuals spend time every day practicing gratitude and visualization to maintain mental resilience. This daily habit helps them stay calm and focused when others panic. They understand that economic downturns are temporary, but their mindset will carry them through. It's about creating a mindset that sees adversity as an opportunity for reinvention. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." This mindset is built long before a recession hits. Rather than letting fear control them, they adopt strategies to remain flexible and ready for change. They surround themselves with positive influences and consume information that supports their growth. Wealthy people know the power of learning and continue to invest in their knowledge, reading books, attending seminars, and listening to thought leaders who give them insight into economic cycles. Chapter 2. Financial Foresight. How the rich anticipate crises. The wealthy don't wait for downturns to strike. They prepare long before any crisis hits. One way they do this is by following a rule called the 40% rule. This means they save at least 40% of their income, creating a safety net to weather any storm. Research from the National Bureau of Economic Research found that the top 1% of earners save and invest significantly more than the average person, giving them the power to withstand tough times. They don't rely on a single income stream, and they never stop scanning the horizon for signs of change. The wealthy understand that the economic environment is always shifting, so they continually monitor market trends and news to make well-informed decisions. These individuals often build long-term relationships with financial advisors, economists, and even insiders who can give them an edge. They pay attention to subtle signals, such as changes in interest rates, inflation data, and employment reports, that can indicate when a downturn is coming. Billionaire investor Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater Associates, warns that understanding history is key to predicting economic cycles. The economy goes through long-term debt cycles, and understanding these cycles is crucial for managing wealth, Dalio notes. Rich people leverage these insights to stay one step ahead. If you want to keep learning these strategies, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Chapter 3. Asset Armor. Building a fortress for your wealth. When it comes to securing their wealth, the rich don't just focus on one asset class, they diversify. In fact, the wealthiest individuals tend to hold a wide range of assets, including real estate, stocks, bonds, private equity, and even alternative investments like art and collectibles. During downturns, these assets act as a shield, protecting them from volatility in any single market. According to data from the U.S. Federal Reserve, the wealthiest 10% of Americans hold over 70% of all household assets, with much of this wealth tied up in diverse investments. This is strategic. By spreading their wealth across different areas, they reduce the risk of being wiped out by any one market collapse. Wealthy people are also keen on owning tangible assets like real estate, which tends to hold value even in economic downturns. During the 2008 financial crisis, for example, while many people lost their homes, savvy investors used the opportunity to buy distressed properties at a fraction of their value. Many wealthy individuals own entire portfolios of real estate, creating a strong safety net during times of market instability. Even in the face of a downturn, these physical assets provide an anchor for their wealth. Don't miss out on the next chapter. Subscribe now for more insider tips. Chapter 4. Strategic Leverage. How the rich use economic downturns to grow. While most people pull back during an economic downturn, the rich tend to lean in. This is where leverage comes into play. Instead of hoarding cash, wealthy individuals often use leverage, taking out loans or borrowing against assets, to capitalize on opportunities. It's a powerful way to scale investments and make money work harder. For example, many real estate investors use bank loans to buy properties at lower prices during recessions, knowing they'll recoup the costs when the market rebounds. This strategy works because wealthy people see downturns as buying opportunities, not threats. They know that the market is cyclical, and it's all about timing. For instance, during the Great Recession of 2008, many billionaires, including Mark Cuban and Warren Buffett, made huge investments in companies and industries that were undervalued. Cuban famously said, "You make your money when you buy, not when you sell," a sentiment that highlights the importance of strategic purchasing during tough economic times. By using strategic leverage, the rich often grow their wealth even when the economy is struggling. Chapter 5. Resilience Building. The secret habits of the ultra-wealthy. The wealthy understand that staying ahead of economic challenges requires more than just financial knowledge. It requires personal resilience. Rich individuals often engage in daily habits that help them maintain a positive outlook and physical well-being, two key factors that support long-term success. Research from the American Psychological Association found that people who regularly practice mindfulness and physical exercise are better able to handle stress, which is critical during economic downturns. Wealthy people prioritize their mental and physical health, making sure they get enough sleep, exercise regularly, and eat well. They know that staying physically fit helps them stay mentally sharp and ready to make critical decisions in times of uncertainty. They also take time for personal development, often reading books on psychology, business, and leadership to keep their minds sharp. The ultra-wealthy understand that maintaining a healthy body and mind is key to handling stress during challenging times. Chapter 6. Teaching Tomorrow. How the rich pass on knowledge during crisis. The wealthy also ensure that their strategies for handling downturns are passed on to the next generation. They do this through mentorship and teaching. Many successful individuals make it a point to share their experiences and lessons learned from economic challenges with their children, employees, and mentees. This legacy teaching approach is central to their long-term strategy for wealth preservation. It's not just about money, it's about passing on the mindset, habits, and strategies that help them succeed. Billionaire investor John D. Rockefeller once said, "The secret of success is to do the common things uncommonly well." This attitude is instilled in the next generation, preparing them to think critically during economic downturns. Wealthy families often have trust funds, private foundations, and advisory boards that help educate future generations about financial management, entrepreneurship, and risk-taking. By preparing their heirs for financial uncertainty, they ensure that wealth continues to grow, even through difficult times. Through this teaching, the wealthy create a cycle of prosperity that spans generations, ensuring their financial strategies are not just surviving but thriving in any economic environment. Make sure you subscribe for more content on how to think like the rich and create lasting wealth.